This is EJ, your radio DJ. They call me that crazy guy with the lazy eye, and we are here in the studio with Hemet Radio. I want to first say thank you for everybody using the communitytv.com and the Hemet News.
Thank you, people.
We want to definitely say this is something that I've always wanted to do for the community. I figured it'd be something if everybody would actually, pull together and network together. A town that actually networks together survives together,
Right.
If everybody would pitch in and help each other, keep each other informed of what's going on, this would be a better town.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, definitely I believe in communities, you have to have that positivity, and, stand for each other, and that's the only way you can build is, to stand together as a community and support each other.
That's right. And that's why I designed this, because everybody's always, I've noticed I'm on Facebook a lot. And I've noticed, when you hear sirens, gunshots, or anything, everybody's jumping on Facebook, finding the most popular group and start, hey, I heard this, or anybody know what's going on? What's going on Devonshire Street,
Right.
Or what's going on State Street, just heard this or that. Well, that's what I designed this for. I figured if we could figure a way to actually restream the police scanner for everybody that don't have scanners.
Right.
I mean, how many people's got cell phones?
Everyone has.
But everybody does.
No, well, let's count
everyone.
the people that don't have cell phones. I mean, that do have cell phones, you know what I mean? Or, don't, whatever. But yeah, I mean, everybody's got a cell phone, and that's where I believe that you're winning at, with that community.
Right. So as many people, has got cell phones, I figure, okay, everybody's on Facebook. So what's the better way to get a hold of everybody, let everybody know? Social media.
Yep.
So I figure, okay, why don't we come up with the communitytv.com, and it'll be we're the TV, but the community is our news source.
Right.
The community pulling together, everybody sharing us everything, and we're all one community news. So I figured, okay, what we can do is turn around and figure a way to rebroadcast the police scanners to where people can actually hear it and share it and let people know what's going on. Now people don't have to get on Facebook want to know, hey, what's going on? I heard this or I heard that. All they got to do now is just go to Hemet News.
Right. Right.
And we constantly write on our pin post. If you can't find our broadcaster, it's so easy. Just go to Hemet News, click on the little pin post right on the top. It's the very first article, always on top on the post. Click on that, and it takes you straight to our page there on the communitytv.com, where all you got to do is hit the play button on the video, just like you did now to get a hold of us, and you're on. And now you know what's going on in the city of Hemet.
Right.
A lot of people are saying there's apps out there to do this, but none of them does Hemet.
Right. Okay.
And if they do Hemet, they're not online always. So we're the only ones that actually stream it for the community.
Exactly. And it's letting people know what's going on. Now, like last night. Now, folks, I want to before I go any further, I want to introduce to you somebody that's gotten real popular out here in Hemet. You guys been seeing the post, the police chase that we did yesterday morning. We had, a hit and run.
Hit and run,
We had a fire over here on State and Devonshire. We had several calls. The man with the plan with the camera in his hand, folks, I want to introduce to you my guy right here, Miguel Shannon.
Hello, people.
This is the man that's actually working his butt off for the community. So I want to really say, Miguel, you've done a really super job yesterday. I mean, you was on top of it. You really helped the community of Hemet. I know Hemet Police Department really thanks you for what you really did yesterday morning. You was a hero yesterday in Hemet. A lot of people probably, read our post on Hemet News. We had a Grand Theft Auto yesterday morning. Around 7 o'clock yesterday morning it started?
No, it started off when it was still dark outside.
Okay.
So probably like around 5, maybe 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 6 o'clock.
I was so tired I can't remember because we run our butt off yesterday,
Yeah.
But there was a report of a car theft. Well, he was already out dedicating to the city already. He was out there already looking for news, doing his thing. He heard the call come across the scanner that car theft.
Right.
Got the description of the car and all that. Well, he called me, told me what was going on, asked me to write the tag number. So we wrote the tag number down. I called him at police department, done a 3-way to him. So we both can keep him on the line and keep in track of what's going on, so I can keep the news updated to the community as well, let them know what's going on.
Right.
Well, him at police dispatched it to all the officers. And the officers, man, they were on it like white on rice and a monkey on a banana. You know,
Oh,
they got right on. By the time they could get to the store, they already gassed up.
right.
And then they started to take off.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was right on them. I mean,
Yeah.
he stayed right on. Well, finally they ran a red light, and he lost track of them.
Right.
But he had a good idea, you know, where he could see where they're going. So he told him at PD, you know, what happened. Well, him at TD done their thing and took off the other back roads and everything. Well, one of the officers called and said that they spotted him on Sanderson.
Mm-hmm.
And man, let me tell you, boy, they nailed their ass. I mean,
Yeah.
they jumped them.
Yeah.
And
They
they
also ran another red light too.
Yeah, they also ran another red
Wow,
light with the police
damn.
after.
So it turned to a police chase.
Yeah, well, I don't know. No, they
right.
didn't give them a chance to run. I
Oh,
mean, as soon as
okay.
they nailed
Yeah.
seen that car, I mean,
Oh,
next
so they
transmission, they said we've got them in sight.
Right.
And next thing I knew, we're at a driveway. And next thing I heard, 10:32, we got them gunpoint. And I like, man, they don't mess with HPD, man. They got them.
Man,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the one. They
So,
got him at gunpoint. Yeah. You
And
know,
Miguel was right there taking
something's
pictures.
wrong.
Yeah, he got good pictures and
Yeah.
everything, done a real good job. We put them on him at news. Well, when we posted that about the chase or the whole ordeal, well, they turned around and the people on Facebook didn't even know that the car was recovered yet,
Right.
as far as the owners of the car. Well, just so happened they was in him at news and seen it.
Yeah. Oh, they saw
My
that.
car's recovered,
Oh,
you know. So,
wow.
oh man, so they hit me up, want to know, well, how can we get our car?
Yeah.
So Miguel got involved in it and told me, Alex Towing got it.
Yeah, Alex Towing got
So
it.
Alex Towing came out and got the car and everything. So I told them, well, you probably have to contact HPD, you know, do all the thing with them and then get your car through Alex. So they were real happy. They still thanking us for what we did for them.
Well, yeah, but
So-
they probably had they were probably happy until they figured out they had to pay those tow fees. You know.
I don't know really if they had to or not.
Yeah,
Alex
they did.
probably took good
Yeah,
care of them. I
I'm
mean,
sure.
Alex is a good guy. I mean, he works with the people out here. So.
Yeah.
But they were
But
real
still,
happy.
At least
and-
they saw, they got their cars, so
And they got a extra. They put a half a tank of gas in their car too, so they got
Yeah.
more gas for the car.
I did gas,
I
too.
know,
Yeah, exactly. You know,
But
but
they put that premium in there. They thought that was rolling. They're
Exactly.
Like,
anyways,
week and a half.
if it wasn't for that man out there looking, they probably wouldn't have had their car within an hour of it being stolen.
Yeah.
So you did a good job. You really helped the community, and I really appreciate what you did. So
Just doing what I
that's
can to help out
awesome,
the community.
Definitely.
that's it. So you definitely did a good job.
Yeah, that's
I'll keep
awesome.
you rolling out there. And I was going to tell everybody else too, you know, if you're out here in this community and, you know, you're wanting to be a part of the communitytv.com, if you got a camera, a scanner, whatever, if you want to help provide news to the community and let other people know what we're offering and let people know what's going on, come on in and give us a call and hit us up. Now, there's another thing that we are offering with the community TV as well to the community is live broadcasting feeds. Okay, what does that mean? Let's say you're going to Walmart and you run up on a bad accident or a fire or whatever it is. Instead of just posting it on Facebook and shooting a picture on Facebook, now you have the capability with our website. You'll have an app on your phone that you can actually log in. You have your own account. You hit broadcast, and now you're broadcasting live straight to the communitytv.com. So now everybody gets to see what's going on, and it's the community coming together and broadcasting the news together. So, you know, that's something that I'm offering the community. If you want to get involved in that, all you got to do is just email me at ourcommunitytv@gmail.com. That's OUR community@gmail.com. And let me know that you are interested in becoming a community broadcaster. That way you'll have access to do so if you need to let anything come out in the public and show what's going on. And make sure that you do leave us your name, your address, and phone number. That way we have all your
Appreciate that
contact
number so
information.
we can call you.
Yeah, where we can let you know everything's
Yeah.
set up, and we'll let you know all the rules and regulations on that, and that is free to do so.
Holla at EJ the Radio DJ.
And I am that crazy guy with the lazy eye. So
we can help you out, get that going.
now I want to introduce to you also a special person in the community of Hemet that's actually helping the Hemet News and the CommunityTV.com, and that's Dave Keys from out here in Hemet. And Dave Keys is the gentleman that owns RDK Software, and you also do a lot of other things in the community helping people out. So if you will, do me a favor and grab this mic and tell everybody what's going on here in Hemet and what kind of plan you got for 2015 here in Hemet.
Well, first of all, 2015, I'm hoping to do almost as good as the community TV is doing.
Well, let's see. Let's do it, because we're going to help you.
Perfect. Now, first, on Tuesdays, what I'm doing is at a pizza place over on the corner of Florida and New Chicago on the east side of town.
That's called the Pizzeria.
Pizzeria. But I've seen some signs that say Pizza Cafe. I don't know if there's anything official about any of them yet.
Okay, yeah. And it's
But when you get there, that's the only place that has
good
the-
pizza.
right.
And that's what, at 43271 East Florida Avenue, right there on the corner of Chicago and Florida, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right across the street from the Walgreens.
Oh man, I see you guys serve beer over there too.
Well,
you have a
yes.
Happy hour.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a happy hour over there at the pizzeria. Oh, man.
Yes, but Tuesday
Not
it's going to be
there.
primarily family friendly with just acoustic music.
And who plays the acoustic music?
Well, I play the acoustic music. At least last time I looked, I did.
Hey,
Well, last
Dave,
time I heard, I know you did.
hey, Dave, don't worry. I'll come on Tuesday, and I promise you, I'll be family friendly.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Well, the place has scared a lot of people.
Family member. Yeah.
The place has scared a lot of people in the past, and we're changing it around to a sit-down restaurant.
I heard they got some good pasta out there too.
Yes, I think they got the best food for the price in Hemet.
Yeah, because I was looking right here, the family dinner special, $12.95. You get spaghetti with for four,
Mm-hmm.
a salad, and a garlic toast.
Yes.
You can't go feed four people for $12 in a restaurant around here.
I might check that out after this.
I know, right?
And then on Saturday afternoon, between 1 and 2, I will be also, while people are eating a slice of pizza and drinking some Coke or beer or whatever, I'll be talking about computers.
That's what's up.
Right. Now, in the month of January, how are you going to be safe? How are you not going to be the next target?
That's what
There are a lot of cyber criminals out there.
Now, what's the biggest issue as far as in security? You always hear about people's accounts getting hacked and stuff like that. What's the biggest network around here that does social media that you got a competition for?
That I've got competition for? Well, Facebook.
Okay.
The network in San Diego.
Okay. What you got that's going to put out Facebook?
I've got a network that actually is several networks.
Listen to this, folks. Now, this is good right here.
But it doesn't allow sharing between networks. You've got your own private network.
Awesome. Okay. So one
It's good.
network gets hacked, yours don't get hacked.
The others don't get hacked at all. And the privacy. You put something private up there for your family. Your family has a network.
Right.
It doesn't, other families don't see it. Nobody else sees it but your family.
Now, what do people say? Well, I could do that with Facebook because I can just set the privacy settings on it.
You could set the privacy settings. They can be unset. You can be confused. Facebook can be confused by a hacker.
I'm confused now.
I'm like, wait, hold on.
That's what the hackers do is they
Right.
try to confuse you. They try to make you They try to confuse you. They try to confuse the programs. What I do is keep them completely separate. So even if they don't know what they're doing, it doesn't go in between. The information for your family stays with your family. No other families see it.
Now that's cool right there. So are you able to set this up now? I mean, is it
Ye-
ready for the public?
Oh, yes. And I've got some specialized versions, one specifically for families, another one's for churches, and another one for artists.
Hey, there you go, Mike, right there. Mike
Yes.
Swagger in the house. Now, I know a lot of people's probably sitting here wondering who's this black man in the dreads over here. He's doing a lot of talking, you know.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
Go
pass
ahead
the
and
mic over
introduce
here.
yourself,
Appreciate
Mike.
that.
I mean, I gotta go ahead.
Yo, I'm Mike Swagger, aka the one. You know, the best on the West right now, coming straight out the IE Riverside.
And what do you do?
Oh,
Man,
of course I gotta tell them what I do. You know what I
Exactly
mean?
right. Who's Mike
Yeah,
Swagger? You
yeah.
know
Who's
you
Mike
love
Swagger?
Mike
I mean,
Swagger.
you know, you just hear the name and you're like, damn, you know, it sounds familiar. But if you haven't heard of me, I'm a hip hop artist coming out the IE Riverside, doing my thing, putting it down with him in radio.
And what have you done in the last year of movements?
Last year of movements, man, was crazy. Actually, you know, we did a lot, you know, and it was it was funny because I was looking at my Facebook and they're doing the, you know, the years, you know, your year or whatever now.
Right,
like
yeah,
everybody's getting
where
the
everybody's been putting
right for the New Year's, you know, and I mean, it was crazy to actually look at that, like, you know what I mean, and see like
some amazing things.
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, all the things we've done. I mean, you know, rocking with D Jizzle, you know, the legendary, you know, at Sevilla's, you know, all the shows, you know, the songs that did, you know, Brianna Nicole, Trouble, you know, Mike K-Trey and all them, you know.
You and Brianna Cole did together.
You Are My Ecstasy.
You Are My Ecstasy. That was
yeah.
good. You guys,
Yeah.
She tore that up.
Yeah, no, that was
hard in
excellent. Yeah, that was an excellent song. Even 5 Cent from 991. Yeah. Him and Dizzle. They're both like, man, you need to get that one on the radio. You know what I mean?
That's
So
it. Well,
you know, we're working. Yeah. It's on him at radio. It's got like what on my SoundCloud right now. It's got like 20-some thousand plays. You know, so I mean, you know, it's up there.
I think
You
we
know,
had like 20. I know one night we had over 20,000 plays just over in one night on it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, him and radio's bumping too. You know, and you know, definitely great to be aboard. Always.
Yeah, because you started out with him at radio when we first started him at radio 4 years
Yeah,
ago.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
And now
The first and the last, you know what I mean?
Right, that's it.
And if you're not
Now,
first, you're last.
Just got signed with Southern California Studios.
Yeah, California Sound Studios.
California Sound
Yeah. We're signing right now. And going forward with the album right now, which is the Mike Swagger LP.
Yeah, you dropped
that
the
we're
LP,
working on. Yeah.
In May.
Yeah. The LP is gonna be dropped May 29th. Just to give a date out there. You know, that's when the release party is gonna be. And we're also gonna be doing an online release. And so for those who can't make it, they can still get online and party with us live stream. Also, I do believe we're gonna be doing video live, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be in, okay, right, yeah. And we'll be filming with what, the GoPro. Okay.
Having a GoPro. Mr. Cameraman over here be there. Mr. Hemet photographer.
Yeah, we got Miguel Shannon in the building,
And
right?
You gotta wear.
Yeah,
you
appreciate
got to
that.
wear the mask. Everybody in the news is talking.
Oh, there's
about
a mask?
They says he's a good supporter of the Anonymous.
Okay.
And he's backed by Anonymous as well. You know, got a shout out for them. You know, we do support the good
Right,
cops,
right.
but you know they take care of the bad cops.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But, hey, I gotta say we
Yeah.
got good cops
Yeah.
in Hemet though.
Yeah.
These boys, they rock. So,
Definitely. But
anyways, back
yeah.
to the LP though. Where we're gonna have the release party at?
well, the release party right now, the venue is set for Menifee. We're gonna be doing that in Menifee, California. We're gonna be doing that at a buddy of mine's spot called the Pit Stop. And yeah, it's a local bar. It's a really good vibe out there, and a lot of cool people like to turn up, you know. So it should be a great night.
We got to get No Face Shadowman out there too.
No Face is definitely on my list of hitters.
He's my
hitters
boy
for
right
yeah.
there. I love
He's definitely
No
on my
Face.
list of hitters. That I want to come out and do something.
What they say about him? You don't know No Face until you know No Face.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
But,
yeah. You don't know No
he's
Face.
awesome. Everybody's asking, well, who is No Face? Go to YouTube.com and just type in No Face Shadowman. That's NOFACE and then SHADOWMEN, not MAN. He's backed by Snoop Dogg, Big A, Rick Hard, all those big guys. I mean, this guy is awesome. I mean, he speaks in metaphors.
Yeah.
He smells like chocolate. When you come around.
I know
The
that
ladies
cologne he
all-
got is
man, the
crazy,
ladies go
huh? He got the
crazy over
chocolate
him.
cologne. I'm like, what? Like, smell that shit. And then it's crazy too, because then I went and got a Swisher the other day, right? Of course, Mike Swagger with the dreads. Of course, I smoke weed, But anyway, so I went, yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Shout out to my boy at CHMC420.com. Make sure you check him
If
out.
you need that medical
But,
card, he's a doctor that can give it to you.
and,
he does the evaluation located right over there on Sanderson. Or no, where is he located at? Let me see here. Talking about him.
Yeah, that's our sponsor.
He's got 4 locations right here. He's known on Weed Maps, the Medical Board of California, your local pharmacy. That's right. Established 10 years ago, qualified over 10,000 patients. Excellent standing with the Medical Board of California, 25 years experience in family and additional medicine. Expertise in alternate and cannabis medicine, absolute confidentiality guaranteed. California Prop 2115 legalizes the use of medical marijuana with the doctor's recommendation for treatment of cancer, anorexia, AIDS, chronic pain, and glaucoma. Folks, still wear those condoms. That don't mean you gotta get AIDS.
Right? No. But hey, for real, But I like that though. That was like a live cut-in commercial.
That's
right
right.
there. You know what I mean?
But,
hey, we live cut-in commercial right here.
Yeah. But he is located over at 640 North San Jacinto Street, Suite B. Here in Hemet, right across the street from M&H Grocery there on San Jacinto.
Well, shit, I know when I go over there to get my lettuce, I'm gonna go over there and get some other green too. You know what I mean? Like, I make sure I go get my green. Yeah, shout out to Love Bug. I'm gonna go over there and get my greens and my other greens. But we gonna make that happen.
Also, if you're in Lake Elsinore, you can go to 600 Central Avenue, Building H, in Suite 104, and also in Riverside.
Riverside. Shout out to Riverside, my city.
4199 Flat Drive. No, Flat Rock Road. No, I'll get it right in a minute. 4199 Flat Rock Drive. Suite 103 in Riverside.
And make sure you drive to Riverside.
Now, if you're in San Marcos, or if you're going through San Marcos, you got
by
100
the beach,
East
baby.
San Marcos Boulevard, Suite 423 in San Marcos. So check him out. Get you that medical card. Tell him that the communitytv.com sent you, and he'll give you $10 off.
Make sure you go to San Marcos so you can blaze and hit a wave.
That's right. Hey, folks, if you light it up, you sign it up.
There you go. Shit.
Yes. But anyways, go back to your LP that you're talking about.
As far as the LP, I mean, right now I'm working with MCS Studios, a guy named Randy Lester, real cool guy. He has done a lot of hip hop work, but he's definitely willing to go through and experience and and learn. And so it's going to be an interesting collaboration, to see what we come up together with my ear and his as well. Other than that, we're working on just planning out the LP and the release of it, what kind of marketing strategies we're going after, and the target audience that we're going after, and how we're going to market to them effectively.
Well, that's going to be good then. So that's going to be in May the 29th.
Yeah, May the 29th. And I'm really excited about it because I think it's going to be, I think the album, how I envision it, is going to bring something back to hip hop like that is missing. And what I mean by that is like the lyricism, the realism, I'm not trying to save the game or change it, but I'm trying to explain it in the way I want. And the people that I'm going to forward this album to are going to be the type of people that want to hear what I'm saying.
and you always got a good message to it. It's not about gang banging, you know,
Right.
pop a cap in your ass, nothing like that. I mean,
Right,
you always
right.
got a good, clean
Right.
message to all your songs.
Well, I might have a couple busting the cap in your
Well,
ass songs on
if you
it.
mess with my
I'm not gonna
two
lie,
kids, I'll shoot
yeah,
your ass in the bathing suit.
right. Yeah, I got at least one feature that might be a bust the cap in your ass. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the big homie out of Mobile. Shout out to BG Boss Gotti, doing his thing out there in Reno Valley, handling it for all the homies out there. You know, doing music and pushing it. Shout out to King Jew, my boy out there, also in Reno Valley, handling his business on the mic and everything like that. And those are definitely guys that I want to be out there when I'm releasing this album. You know, another artist that I want to shout out is Connie Clark. You know, she's out there in
Young
Riverside.
Miss.
Yeah, young Miss. You know, she's always she's in Riverside, always doing her thing, hustling. Another artist, you know, that I'm possibly going to be reaching out to for this album. I can't say, you know, a lot of names and, you know, who's going to be on it and all that stuff. But this is definitely an album where I'm going to bring a lot of these. I'm trying to bring these independent artists together and have something to all be proud of. So when we push it and we put the investment behind it and it goes where it needs to go, then everybody will have something to say. Hey, look, I was a part of that. That, you know, I chose that. I know work hard, you know, and been grinding just the same way I have.
So what we need to do is when you get that LP put out, then what we need to do is try and get a copy of that and give that to Mr. Mask Man over here with the camera.
Right.
And he's gonna be running around him and taking pictures, bumping. You know, you love my.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely, right. Yeah,
Definitely.
hell yeah.
Where can they go hear your music at, Mike?
Well, the simplest way I can tell you is Google Swagger, aka the one, THAONE. You know, and you know, you'll go to my SoundCloud. You can see my SoundCloud is gonna pop up. I got about 3 pages on Google. First thing that's gonna pop up is my SoundCloud. There's YouTube videos. There's stuff on Him at Radio, articles about me, things that I've done, credits, things like that. That'll just show you what I've done, where I've been, and you know, if you're smart enough and wise enough, you can look and see where I'm going.
No, we know where you go. I know where I'm going. I'm going to hell if I don't change, you know, but that's a different story. But I know I'm going to have to release somebody pretty soon, though, because you got to go to work in a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
What time you got to take out of here?
About 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. Hey,
Oh,
folks,
shit.
hey, you got a fast car, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not too
Yeah.
far from Walmart. So you
Right.
you at the door tonight?
I am.
Hey, folks, what are you, GMC side or
Grocery side.
grocery side, folks? So,
Grocery
ladies,
side.
I better not say that.
Yeah.
You're not single, are you? Oh, well, never mind, ladies. This guy's not single, so don't come up here and
Don't worry,
flirt
Mike
with him.
Swagger still is.
Hey,
you know
Mike,
what I mean?
there you
So,
go, girls, right
you
there, Mike
know,
Swagger. So, and we got another man right here. This guy right here. I got to hand it off to you though. If you gotta go, I'm not going to twist your arm to stay. But I mean, you. But
Well, as soon as he walk out the door,
Right,
motherfucker,
right.
where you
But
going?
folks, I did want Miguel to be here. Mike, you need to go ahead and get him. While I'm talking to him, if you want to, let him go ahead and get your pictures
Get
for
the
your
photos?
LP.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
if
let's
you
get
wanna
these
just
photos,
figure
folks. I gotta
spot
get
over
this
there,
album
take
shit
those
done. I got
little
to.
green
Yep.
screens for you.
Yep. Working on the album day in, day out.
Yeah. But while they're doing that, I want to talk to the sponsor right here. This gentleman right here is one of our good sponsors that helps out the communitytv.com to actually help us help you, keep you informed of what's going on here in the city of Hemet. And Dave, I really appreciate what you've done, with us so far, helping us get this going for the community. And I know this is something that Hemet really needs. And, we're not out here to make money. We're out here to get the word out for everybody,
And we know that you really hit a nerve somewhere. Something people really needed here
Let me give you a microphone.
and really wanted in Hemet.
Oh, they do. They need it. Now, see, I've always been about the community. Even when we lived in Alabama, I've always volunteered helping the sheriff department, the police department, as far as, when trees fall down. My family would actually get out with chainsaws, and we've even got a group together to get people in the community together, and we would work under the EMA office out of Ozark. So anytime we have bad storms, out there in Alabama, pine trees fall, like crazy out there. So we're out here, you know, the sheriff department will dispatch us out over the radio. We'd go out and cut the trees down and clear the roads, you know, so people in the community can get through, you know.
Well, the nice thing is that I don't know if you've noticed, but in the metropolitan areas of Southern California, LA, Orange County, San Diego,
We got CERT.
these aren't common. People
Right.
helping each other is not
Oh,
a
no,
common
not out
idea.
here.
What you're doing is a new idea in this area.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to do is show some southern love, southern hospitality to California. You know, because out in California or Alabama, we show love, we help each other, neighbors help each other. You know, and that's
Southern-
what I'm about.
Southern hospitality in Southern California
That's what we need.
sounds.
If it takes a crazy guy with a lazy eye to do it, damn it, I want to do it. You know, so
Yes.
you know, a lot of people, if they don't like what I do, you know what? Just like I told one person, turn the channel. You know, I'm here to help people. If you don't want my help, well, I'm not going to twist your arm to take it, but I'm going to offer it. You know,
Mhm.
and that's one thing I do appreciate. What you're doing is you're making things happen for us, and I definitely want to talk. I mean, we did cover about the pizzeria deal that you've got going on. And we've got a lot of things here scattered that we want to let the community out here know what's going on in the community. So instead of just putting it on Facebook, we're going to sit down face to face and actually let you know what's going on. So we've talked about the pizzeria and now the lunch and learn. Tell me a little bit about this lunch and learn that you're offering him.
Again, primarily, it's allowing people while they're eating lunch, while they're eating a very good lunch, one of the best lunch in Hemet for the price, they're learning something about computers and life.
Right.
Some common sense about how to work on the internet without getting hacked, without, you know, something, I hate that phrase, hacked, without getting, they're just criminals.
There you go.
Without
We got
the
'em on
criminals
streets
hitting
and
you.
We got them in the modems, you know.
Well, I think modems are long gone, but
Well, you got cable modem.
oh, that's true. That's true. Didn't think of that one.
Yep. See, I got
Yes.
you there.
Okay. Well, yes. Anyway, and then I think I'm really proud of what I wrote here for what I'm going to be doing in February.
That's what I was just getting
Yes.
ready to ask you. You know, how to write a password that can be easily stolen, and how to write a good one, and how a password is like a pair of underwear. Tell me now, what came up with it? What made you come up with that slogan? Now that's
Well, underwear. A couple things. First of all, if you want the underwear long, chances are you're going to want, warm, excuse me. You want them warm, you're probably going to want a long pair.
right.
As long as
exactly.
possible.
Getting them long johns out, folks.
And probably you'll want a pair like thermal, as complicated as possible.
That's right.
And you probably don't want to share them with your friends.
Because you don't never know who you can trust.
And you probably want to change them now and then. You don't want to keep the same pair of underwear for the next 10 years.
And don't use them with every pair of jeans that you use. In other words, don't use the same password on every website.
Never. But basically, just a little bit of common sense is
Okay.
going to help people an awfully lot. And that's what I'm going to teach you to do. How to use common sense online. The thing that is so uncommon.
That's right.
Common sense.
Hey, tell them about common sense. You ever advertise with common sense promotions?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me how.
That's right. What is the best? Now, I want to ask the community right now. Go on Facebook right now, folks, and send me a private message. What do you think is the best way of advertising?
How about
Send me your
word?
answer.
Now, if I'm allowed to answer, how about word of mouth?
And that's right. Word of mouth. That's what we do. We are word of mouth promotions,
Mm-hmm.
and we promote your business using common sense.
Word of mouth in the day of word of the internet.
Word of the internet and word of the streets.
Okay.
And what we do is, how is word of mouth promotion works? Well, we got several plans what we do. Instead of just the business owner wanting to put out flyers, for instance, okay? All right, it's going to cost you X amount of dollars per sheet to put out your flyers because you're printing on the flyer. All right, what I do is we have a street team. You give me your flyer, and on one flyer, we'll turn around and have your flyer printed on the back of another business flyer. So now we're putting out 2 flyers with 1 flyer. And then our street team has all these businesses that we do. We'll go out and they'll street team for your business, handing out these flyers from hand to hand to people and telling you about the business, word of mouth. Word of mouth on their internet. They always say I'm the mouth of the South because I got a big mouth and I want to talk. I don't know no strangers. Everybody, I go to New York City somewhere. I've never been in New York, and I guarantee you, I'll come on. Somebody's gonna know me.
So you're the big mouth of southern Alabama.
I'm the big mouth of the world because if you go to him at radio, I'm known worldwide.
Don't try to compete with the big mouth of Southern California. Believe me, I'll bite you.
All right. Hey, we're going to have a competition, won't we?
Yes.
But who's promoting who? Gotcha. You're using the mouth of the South of Alabama.
And how many times have you used my name? True.
That's right. So definitely that's what we do. We do a lot of word of mouth. We talk about your business. Our street team will actually study your business. We'll come in your business and actually spend like an hour in your business to see what you offer and get to know your business. That way, when we hit the streets and tell people about we know what we're talking about. And that's what we do, word of mouth advertising. Like for instance, the Milk and Creamy coffee shop. A lot of people don't even know about Milk and Creamy. Everybody goes to Starbucks. Why pay so much money at Starbucks, for a coffee that you can get that's even probably either just as good or I say not even that's better, and you can get entertainment. You don't get that at Starbucks.
And this is the place right across the street from Valley Wide.
That's right. Right there on Esplanade Avenue, right there next door to the Auto Collision Center. Mike Swagger, you can come back over and sit down. We ain't done with you. Don't sit over there like in the back of the studio like you ain't nothing.
Pictures.
Oh, you got your LP pictures done. All right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
But yeah, we definitely we do a lot of helpfully we want to promote the community and our local businesses. We want to support our mom and pop businesses and not these franchises and stuff. And that I use Milk and Creamy Coffee Shop a lot for us because Greg is a real cool dude. Him and his wife are down to earth, real cool people. The guy really works hard to try to please everybody out here in the community. That guy would take his shirt off his back for you. And we did a show out there one day with Ronnie Hudson and Harvey Scales. And Ronnie Hudson is the multi-platinum artist that did California Love with Tupac. And he also wrote the song, If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. And Harvey Scales is the musician. He's the first musician in history to ever receive the first platinum single, Disco Lady, with Johnny Taylor. And we brought him out here to Hemet. And I chose Milk and Creamy Coffee Shop, because he had a nice little location, got good coffee, and he's just cool. So I've been going there ever since. And man, his pumpkin spice, oh my God, that stuff is good right there. So Milk and Creamy Coffee Shop is over at 909 West Esplanade Avenue, like you said, over there by Valley Wide. Go check them out. Tell them that crazy guy with the lazy eye, Mike Swaggle, and Mr. Dave Keys sent you.
And remember, Keys spelled just a little different.
Keays.
Keays.
That's right.
Yes.
So back to your promo, since now everybody knows who's going to promote you.
Yes.
About the password deals and the Long John underwears and all that, and using the different passwords. You also got different stuff about spyware and stuff like that you're going to be going over too, right?
Of course, some of the latest spyware threats out there. some of the things that basically everybody is running into all the time. Your computer starts slowing down and starts showing you all sorts of advertisements.
I get that all the time.
I hate that.
Oh man,
Yes.
especially when
Hate
I'm
that.
broadcasting, that thing pops up, starts
And
talking
then-
about Energizer Bunny or something.
Not,
you know?
not only that, you know what really grinds my gears?
Oh no, here we go. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
No, I just
You had to say that,
No, I did,
Swagger.
I had to. But no, seriously, what really pisses me off is when they track what I'm looking at. Like if I, say I'm looking at a Samsung watch, on Amazon, and the next thing you know,
You getting the
I'm on
pop-ups
Facebook and I
all
got
over.
a pop up, and it's like, oh, the Samsung watch, come check it out, and blah blah. I'm like, man, like that pisses me off. Like that somebody's following me, tracking me around. What I'm looking at, so they can send unwanted things in my computer to try to advertise me to buy or remind me to go buy that. And the sickening part to me is that these companies pay these guys money to do that. They pay them money because they know that they're sending their advertisement back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
tracking you and sending you to their pages and and being able to advertise you that way. So it's like, in a sense, these corporations are paying people to follow you around and track your habits, just in order to make $1 off you. That's bullshit.
So if you want to get away from all those advertisements, you need to
Yeah.
call Dave Keys, and he can hook you up with it.
But goddamn it, if we won't do that here at Him Radio,
I know, right?
Hey, shit, if you can't beat them, join them.
That's
all
right.
I'm saying.
That came from Mike Swagger right there. But what else you got in the pot over here? I think we got so many flyers over here.
So many flyers. Well, there's some things here
Oh,
that
here we go,
actually-
right here.
Yes.
Things to do in Hemet. Ladies and gentlemen, is Hemet really boring?
Well, everybody seems to think so.
Not on Tuesday nights, right?
At Tuesday nights on the east side of town,
Right there where?
right at the pizzeria that I
Oh,
talk
back to the
about,
pizza place. Oh,
at the
okay.
pizza place that I give the seminars on Saturday. Tuesday, I'm playing the acoustic guitar, trying to make a very family-friendly environment, someplace that you don't have problems taking your family, your loved one, or your special one, whatever.
Can I bring my dog?
You cannot come. Period.
Oh man, I was looking for that pizza, man. Dang.
Yeah, it's good pizza.
Hey Mike, are you going to go to that Tuesday?
That what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
No, I work on Tuesday.
Man, I was going to ask you to bring me a doggy bag.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh well. Anyways, let's see here. You're going to be doing classic rock, or is that just classic guitar?
that was just classic guitar,
Okay.
flamenco. These
What
are things
is
that
flamenco? I know a lot of people ask what flamenco is.
flamenco. There's thousands of different kinds of flamenco. Basically,
Is that the bird that stands on one foot?
no,
Oh, okay.
that's a flamingo.
Oh, flamenco. Okay. Well, I thought you was going to stand on one foot. and play
Flamenco.
the
That's the
go-kart.
one that stand when somebody stands with a Spanish guitar, and they play very fast. Their fingers look like they're flying.
That's going to be interesting. I want to see that.
Actually, if you know people like Jose Feliciano or Charo,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have seen it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to see you do it though.
Okay.
Now we see you do what? I can't remember this black and white right here. Number?
Yes. Rumba.
Rumba. Okay.
Rumba. That's a Spanish
Rumba.
dance.
Oh, Mike Swagger's over here. Look at this man.
Yes.
He's over here. He didn't look at that. That's just rude right there. He didn't even bring us no tea.
You want some tea?
Look at that for everybody right here on Hemet News. Now you see this. Man, Mike Swagger, I thought I raised you better than that.
Oh, well, but is this from Milky Cream?
Milk and Creamy Coffee Shop, that's right.
They actually sell iced tea like that?
Actually, no, I was just, I think my wife made that.
Do you sell it?
I'll sell you a cup if you want to. Mike will bring it to you.
Oh, okay.
It's already on its way. $5.
$5 make you holler.
$5, and I love you
Man,
long
appreciate
time.
it, Mike. Oh, man.
I'll take it. Okay.
There we
By the
go.
way, take this
Right
off my
there,
credit card.
That's Mama T's sweet tea.
That's right. Southern sweet tea too, man. I tell you, when I
Yes.
first got to California, people looked at me like I was stupid. I asked them for a glass of sweet tea, and they're like, "We don't have sweet tea. What's that? We got hot tea." I'm like, "Man, who drinks hot tea? I only heat my tea up when I'm making it, then I put ice in it, you know?"
You drink hot tea when you're sick, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I do.
I guess
usually.
everybody out in California is sick all the time,
Yeah.
because I see them drinking hot tea. But
Trying to get my Zen strength, you know what I mean? Like, get some hot tea.
let's see. Will you do country? What's that?
Primarily a few country ballads.
I'm not even going to try to read this. You just tell me what.
Okay,
How's that?
Basically, country, ragtime, the old school country, you would say,
Okay.
and some rock classics. You don't see the word classic here, and well, it's supposed to say acid jazz, but all you see is acid.
I see acid jazz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Basically, that's when I'm trying to put things on electronic sounds, and so I don't play them Tuesday night. That acid jazz, I don't know why it's here. I play that other nights.
Well, you printed the card.
I don't care. I still made a mistake.
Oh, hey, we're human, right?
Oh, okay.
We'll forgive you. So yeah, that definitely sounds good. So every Tuesday night over here at the Pizza Cafe here in Hemet, take Florida Avenue all the way over to East Chicago, right across the street from. Look at my cat over there trying to be a TV star. Hey,
Yes.
folks, let me ask you, who wants a kitty cat? This
You
cat
want-
is for free.
Does he need the
sweet.
microphone?
Oh, you give it to her. I mean, meow. Look at her. Meow.
See that cute little dot on her
Yeah,
mouth?
she's got a little. Yeah, she's got a little Cindy Crawford dot right here on her mouth. And she is a nut. I don't know what my daughter did with the laser light, but man, I was here doing a Christmas show one day, and that cat I forgot I was live streaming, and I was just letting music run in the background. I was playing with a laser light, and I run that thing up and around the couch and up the thing, and that cat literally jumped up there by where the GoPro thing is, and hung there on the Christmas stockings. And she's a nut, but very loving, very sweet, good with kids, good with animals. We got a little dog. She
An animal that's good to animals?
yeah, yeah. She's good to other animals, but
By the way,
anyway, she's free, folks. No pet deposit, whatever. Come get her. Hit me up on Facebook. She's only 4 months old, born August the 14th, I believe. So my birthday was August the 19th. So we're about twins over here.
Y'all might be saying, how come Mike Swagger don't take him?
Mike Swagger's already got one.
yeah, Mike Swagger already got one.
Yeah, and he got one from the litter too. So he's got her brother. She's the only one that's left. Somebody needs to come get her because my wife is getting attached to her, and we don't need no more cats. We took in a homeless cat that was pregnant and about to have litter. Somebody moved out of here and left her. So, of course, me and my wife being soft-hearted brought her in from the cold and helped her with her litter, and now she thinks she lives here, and she goes out and makes more kitties, and I don't have time for all that. So we gave her away and gave all the kittens. Now just this one's left. So, folks, hit me up on Facebook. Tell me you want that cat. It's for free right here. If not, I'll just have to give her to him at CPR.com, right?
certainly.
Now, talking about him at CPR.com, I was talking to him today, Kevin. He's a good local business owner over here. He's been an EMT for 22 years, and he's also a sponsor of the communitytv.com as well. I've been working with Kevin now for several months, and he does first aid CPR AED training. New training sites right over here on 910 East Florida Avenue here in Hemet. On-site classes. And it's good for people that are, working in school. Well, it's good for anybody, especially if you got kids. But schools and daycares, medical, dental, government, special groups, corporate offices, industrial and construction, nonprofit specials, organized sports and coaches, taught by paramedics, RNs, and EMTs, and other safety professionals. For information, you can go to info@americancpr911.com or go to him at cpr.com. Give them a call at 951-305-6258. The main thing I cannot stress most about this, Dave and Mike, you'll probably agree with me. You've been there, especially with people out here that's got kids. Kids are going to do stupid stuff when they're young, especially when they're 2 and 3 years old. They're attracted to swimming pools. They're going to fall in pools, get drowned,
Right.
What are you going to do if you don't know CPR? Are you going to panic, have to call 911, and wait on 911? While your baby's laying there blue as can be, you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Time, when it comes to stuff like that, time is important because every second, it only takes 3 minutes of no oxygen to your brain to start damaging brain cells.
Right.
So you got 3 minutes to try to get that baby back alive. It's going to take paramedics at least 5 minutes just to probably even get on the road and get halfway there. So what are you going to do? You got a life at risk. And when it gets to that time period, I mean, you don't know what to do and you're panicking, and it's just like, it seems forever. That 5 minutes for the ambulance to get there seemed like 30 minutes to 3 hours, So don't panic and be 911, folks. Be prepared and go to him at CPR.com. Learn CPR and first aid. That way you can be 911. And it's only like $50 for the class. I mean, is your baby's life worth $50 to you to learn CPR?
No, exactly. And I mean, that's true. People, need to learn, especially parents, because.
Throw him that mic so he can probably hear better. I don't know how well we're coming in. I turned this thing to max, so.
What I was saying is people definitely need to learn that, and all parents should know because they have children, and like you said, children do crazy things, or not even crazy, they experiment.
For a good example, here's a good example. I got 2 good examples for you folks. All right, when I was living in Alabama, when my niece Molly Ann George was born, she was still crawling. She was in that stage yet, and she'll tell you she remembers it to this day, and she's like 20-something years old now.
Right.
And forgive me if I'm wrong, Molly. I still love you. My memory's so bad I can't remember my own age. But she was crawling around on the floor one day in the living room, and my sister-in-law, her mom, was sitting on the couch. I think she was on the phone with her sister in Dothan, Alabama, and Molly ended up picking up a penny on the floor. And of course, first thing the babies do is it's going straight to where? In their mouth.
Right.
Well, she ended up choking on the penny, and she got where she stopped breathing. Darlene panicked. I mean, she dropped the phone like, oh my God, what did I do? What I do? First thing I did, I jumped out of the recliner and grabbed her up, and I started, first aid and everything, started doing what I needed to do to get it out.
Right.
And of course, I got it out. She started back. She was fine.
Right.
And Molly Ann, I tell you to this day, Uncle Ed, you saved my life.
Yeah.
And I was only probably 17, maybe 18 or so, something around that. I can't how old I was, but I was real young back then.
Yeah.
And that's why I say it's like you never know when you're going to need to use it, when it comes to children. So if you got kids, man, folks, come on. Don't have to be the one that's panicking, come on, no CPR. It's only $50,
Right.
What about your husband or your, let's say you're a woman, you got a husband, he has a heart attack.
Yeah.
Are you going to know what to do? Is your husband's life really worth $50 to you to go, no, okay, I know when my husband gets older or whatever, or he has a heart attack, I know what to do to save his life. And here's the other illustration that I can tell you, the community about that. My good friend in Alabama, I grew up with about all my life. We're like brothers. His name's David Brook, and shout out to David, R.I.P., man. I love you, brother. he came home from work one day and he was complaining to his wife, he's been hurting in his chest a lot. He was just real exhausted and he just felt like he was, 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag. Well, this went on for like 2 days. Well, he came home from work early one day because he just started feeling real awful. He said, we got to stop. We got to. They did construction, home model repair. So they came home and she went in. He laid down on the couch, and started watching TV. And she kept coming and checking on him. You okay? You okay? Yeah, I'm all right. And Dave was kind of, he'd hide his pain. He hardly ever let you know he was hurting real bad, but he tried to put it off. But she went in, cooked supper, came back out. He was still watching TV. So, she said, well, I'm going to go into the bedroom and, start working some stuff in the bedroom, cleaning up or whatever. And she heard a noise in the living room. So she came back out. And he was laying on the couch, now like this, with his arm hanging off the couch with his left hand on his chest. And he wasn't breathing. So she panicked, called 911. I don't know what to do. So they tried to walk her through the steps of doing CPR. But she was like so panicky that she really couldn't understand what the 911 dispatcher was trying to tell the steps what to do, So she I can't do this. I can't do this. So they tried, contacting the paramedics and, let them know, hey, try to get out there a little quicker. So Jeff Watson, good buddy of mine, he's the EMT there in Skipperville, and Jeff and them, they got out there real quick. I mean, it was like they were probably from their house to the ambulance squad, from the ambulance squad, because they were volunteer. They got out there, he was dead. I mean, they could not revive him. They done everything. So if she would have known CPR, he would have probably been alive today. So that's why I say that $50 could have saved David's life.
Right.
If she would have went and got CPR at him at CPR.com.
Can you hear me? I've got something to say if you don't.
Go ahead. Hey, you can have the mic, bro.
I can have it.
You can
Okay,
have
thank
it.
you. Well, thank you. I could use this in my living room. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want people to rely on 911. It's an important value. But I've heard that in Hemet or in San Jacinto Valley, when a disaster strikes, we can expect 911
To be not there.
to respond between 72 hours and 3 weeks.
That's right.
You think something's going to happen then? Are you going to, is your child going to survive 72 hours?
That's it. Exactly. Good point.
Like I said, I don't want to make it sound like I'm putting down 911. They're there. They're important.
But they're going to be just overswamped.
Exactly. Now,
what about if you try to call 911 when all this disaster goes down and cell phones are down? And that's all you got. Now you can't even get to 911. What are you going to do?
panic?
Panic and no 911. So if you need 911, you need to know CPR, be the 911.
Yes. We need more people that will think like that.
That's right. So is it worth $50 to you?
This microphone is definitely worth $50 for me to sit in my living room. So,
There you go.
you don't get it back.
Hey, I got me another one. Mike's got one right in his hand.
Mike always got a mic.
Oh,
Holla.
then I can't say that my mouth is big enough that I won, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
I told
okay.
you compete against the mouth of the south of Alabama.
I
There you
still
go.
say Southern California is more arrogant than Alabama ever will be.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh, EJ's gonna go get something. He's gonna go get something from Mr. Dave.
So, do you agree that we're arrogant here in Southern California?
Yeah, I believe we wear it well too. I mean, we're arrogant enough to have, I got the CA shirt on, which, usually, I mean, from what I've seen, really, it's just the SoCal people that rep California that way, But I got love for all my Californians, and but there's definitely a different type of swag down here, we carry ourselves a different way, like in a prideful manner to be SoCalians or whatever you would call it. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, it was SoCal, for life. It's born and raised.
Arrogant.
Yeah,
We may
right.
be
Born and
arrogant
raised in that
here.
California sunshine.
We may be arrogant here, but I don't want to move anyplace else.
Right.
I don't want to
Yeah.
live anyplace else.
You know how many times I had how many times hey, well, I mean, well, just talking about SoCal in general, you know what I mean? Like, not just Hemet, but I mean, like a lot, I've had a lot of, opportunities to move. I mean, out of state and all that stuff. I mean, hell, my brother offered me to move to Sweden, and I'm like, hell no. I mean, it sounds nice, but maybe when I'm like 50 or something, I've done everything I wanted to do, and I still got my house out here, but I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, and people, and I mean, that's, I mean, some people say, well, I've never really been anywhere else. So how do I know? But I mean, just the feeling I get from being here where I'm at, the people, where everything is, we got the beach out here, we got Vegas 4 hours away. Excuse me. We got the mountains right here, Big Bear, we have the desert, the city, I mean, shit, we got everything we want right here, in SoCal. Well, why would you want to leave? Shit. But it's a make it or break it area, I mean, people leave because they can't keep up, and so I mean, that's one of the biggest things that that's not the only reason people leave, but I mean, that is, a big reason people leave. They can't keep up with the, SoCal lifestyle. And, I'm determined to, this is my home. This is where I was born, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna make it here.
Well, you're doing some big growing down there, so yeah. Well, I'm going to be leaving California. I mean, I'm not leaving California because we can't hang. I'm going to California for bigger things, or leaving California for bigger things.
There you go. That's what I said. It's not the only reason people leave, but
That's
you know
right,
what I mean. But
talking about that, we're actually, I wanted to get the community started out here and get this project started for the community. And I've got some good, dependable people that can take over for me when I leave. But I definitely want to, leave California showing some Southern hospitality love out here. There's some nice people out here, a lot of people out here that I've been networking with on Facebook, through the Hemet News. Hate to, see them go or see me go and leave them, some good people, but you know what? I'm still on Facebook and you still stay up with me.
Hey, you know what? Let me tell you like this, man. Y'all need to get up and support EJ, Hemet News, Hemet Radio, share, and get this man his credit so we can keep him out here in SoCal. Because we need, we need to keep him out here in SoCal doing his thing, because you know what, and especially, artists and businesses and stuff like that, who want to be promoted, you're letting the best promoter in California leave to go somewhere else, and you're letting it slip through your fingers. So you need to get up, support them, so we can get these balls rolling and everything like that, get the ball rolling, and make sure that Hemet Radio is heard and seen, and rock some bells, knocks on some doors, make some noise.
We're here.
Yeah.
We're here to help the community.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, I want to be going to probably up there in Eufaula. Going to be working with Wola Radio 96.5 FM out there. I do my radio shows out there called The Crazy Guy with the Lazy Eye Radio Show. It's a reality radio. And we do Lake Eufaula. It's a big radio station out there on Lake Eufaula. Every boat out there about has radios. And I do a reality Going Fishing with Ed show on The Crazy Guy with the Lazy Eye.
Oh, right on.
And I'm also going to be working with the TV station out there. They picked me up. They also offered me free airtime to do my reality TV show, The Crazy Guy with Lazy Eye Show, which I'm going to be going behind the scenes of Harvey Scales. Who is Harvey Scales? He is the musician in Atlanta, Georgia. Just celebrated his 72nd birthday last year, November, up in Sweetwater Music Hall there in the San Francisco area. And he's actually shooting a documentary show on the legend of the Sound Table, and it's going all the way back to B.B. King and all Bootsy, all those Bootsy Collins, and all the way back to Elvis Presley days. I mean, he's going all the way back. He's the first musician in history to ever receive the first platinum single. So he wants me to actually be in his reality show, and also help film the reality show, and then I'll be doing some parts and I don't know what, but he's wanting me to be his publicist as well out there. So I'll be working with the first musician in history that ever received the first platinum single.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
We're excited about that. We'll be going up there to Atlanta, Georgia, and doing a lot of movements with him.
Let me tell you, that's definitely a credit, and that's more than a lot of people can say at I would say my level or our level, really just starting to build, this network and propriety of what we see as the people we're gonna work with, and definitely a lot of good people that have good clean names. And by that I mean, people that weren't out there acting a fool, have mud on them or anything like that. I mean, it's people who are respectable in the music community, and that's definitely a pleasure to work with. And I've definitely talked to Harvey Scales and met Ronnie Hudson.
Yeah,
and
Ronnie Hudson, he's a cool dude too.
They're really cool people. Just to talk to and pick their brains and hear some of the things that they've done and been through, just gives me that much more motivation in order to complete, my album and go forward and, push it and, promote it and, give it everything I got, because no matter what and who's out there locking up the game, as far as like some artists will say, like, because there's only certain artists on the radio right now, and there's never really anybody new. It's always the same people doing songs with each other and, and all that stuff as far as like hip hop and pop music goes. And there's nobody's given a chance to the independent artists. So my biggest thing is I want to not only open up my area in Riverside County as far as music goes, I want to open it up for independent artists to say, we can do this too. We can go out there and, as long as we have a plan and we have, the dedication, that we can go out there and make something happen and get exposure and be on the radio and not have to be signed to a contract and, and just do it to get what you want out of it. Some people want to be in music forever. Some people want to do music so they can, achieve other aspirations and dreams, so it depends on what you want, to how you work for it,
and I'm
how you're gonna work for it.
That's right. I'm also over here talking on Facebook too. Just got a message from one of our news reporters, Eric Bell. He's on Facebook right now. Just let me know, we got a little breaking news going on here in town. We have a stabbing here in Hemet. He's tried to get some pictures. He said he got too nervous to get too close for pics. So I guess this is a pretty bad scene, folks. So he's getting ready to call into the studio right now here at HemetRadio.com and let us know what's going on. So I'm gonna patch him through. As soon as he calls me, I gotta find the phone.
Let me tell you right now, you better tell Eric, you better stop being scared and get over there and take them pictures. You know what I mean?
We got a phone.
If he out there with a camera, he's supposed to be a reporter. He better be a hell of a reporter. Those investigative reporters?
I've got
Shit,
some-
investigative reporter. They supposed to be like jumping over fences and ducking from gunshots and shit. You know what I mean? You better tell them, better.
I guess we'll find that phone, folks, when we hear it ring. I don't know what happened to it.
I think it's right there on the floor.
No, that's the dead one. That
Oh.
thing won't work half the time.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll be calling in a minute. He just told me he's getting ready to call. So stabbing here in Hemet, I don't know where it's at, but we're getting ready to find out. Yeah, well, go to Hemet News, folks. You might find out it's probably already on there. We've been doing the show, so I haven't been on the group page. Scanners are down right now because we're broadcasting. So sorry, here it is. I hear the phone ringing. It's in the other room. Be right back. Go ahead and talk.
Phone's in another room. He just wants me to go ahead and talk to myself. Yes. I'm so excited about this. It's happening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Eric Bell on the phone with us right here live in the studio here at Hemet Radio. What's going on out there, Eric? I see you're out there on the streets helping the community. Said something about you got a stabbing going on.
Yeah, initially we got a call stating that there were 5 people beating up a man in front of the old Pontiac dealership.
What?
Oh, man.
When I got on scene,
Pontiac
a man was
dealership over
running.
there?
He ran over to the Depot Deli on Florida and State Street, and he was laying there on his stomach, and he had a stab wound in the back.
So they stabbed him in the back.
Yeah, he had one stab wound to the back. The police were surrounding him. Medical took a little time to get there.
Wait. So let me get this straight. There's
a
there,
backstabber
wait,
in
no,
Hemet.
no. There's an old Pontiac dealership in Hemet? So they're closed?
Yeah, it used to be Tri Buick right there on State in Florida.
Oh yeah, okay. That's where it happened at then?
Yeah, that's exactly where it happened. They were out on the sidewalk. They were claiming that there was a fight in Shooter's Bar.
Another
Right out
fight?
the
Oh
street.
my God! We just came back from a dinner benefit because helping a guy that tried to help somebody break up a fight and ended up damaging his hand.
Oh man, I know that. Isn't that
So
ironic?
tell me about that. What happened at Shooters?
We don't know what the fight was over. I just heard that there was a brawl and 5 people teamed up against one guy.
Man, what's going on in Hemet tonight? Man.
I told
That was
you.
a
I
slow
told you
night,
you had
and
to
then
wait till later.
started getting
remember?
busy on the scanner.
Yeah, we got the scanner down
I
right
told-
now because we're actually doing,
I told-
we're on
I told
live right
EJ,
now
remember-
with some
yeah.
sponsors and some
I said,
guests
hey,
in the
I was like, wait a
studio.
couple hours. What?
So what happened
What
as far
happened?
as
That's crazy.
the stabbing? Was there any arrest made?
There's not any arrest made. Right now, they're looking for the suspect. They said he took off in a silver car, or 5 people took off in a silver car.
Okay.
And they're interviewing people in Shooter's Bar right now.
Okay. Do they have any description as far as the suspects?
No description yet.
Hey, is he asking the cops if they have a description?
No, that's his scanner running.
He needs to go up there. Well, I don't know. He needs to go on there. He needs to go up there and talk to the cops and tell them who he's with.
Yeah,
and
another call going out.
How we can help them to find these people.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna come.
Like we can put it on the news. We can put it on Hemet Radio right now. We have so many listeners, and
Now we have a call
they'll
now.
find that car. If anybody sees that car and they have this on there,
On
they're gonna
Valencia,
tell you
there's 10
right
shots
now.
fired
You know what I mean?
with a woman screaming.
All right, folks, we got 10 shots fired with a woman screaming on Valencia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think what we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to go ahead and fire up our scanner broadcaster.
Yeah,
so we
fire it
can
up.
go ahead and start communicating with us.
Yep.
I did just want to get online and let everybody know who we are and what our goals is for the community. And you got to meet Miguel Shannon, who is our other news reporter. And this is Eric Bell reporting to you live here
Yeah.
with the community TV as well. He's our other news reporter, doing a great job out there, by the way. Eric, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
And so we're going to, has anybody put anything on Hemet News yet? Have you posted anything?
I'm going to post on Hemet News. I've already posted it to my group, Hemet Valley Incident.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, if you will. Jump on Hemet News. Throw that up. The community of Hemet, we're getting ready to go ahead and start live streaming the scanner feed, so you can stay in touch with us. Appreciate the support. This is EJ, your radio DJ, the crazy guy with the lazy eye, bringing you live here with Mike Swagger, aka
Yeah.
the One, and Dave Keys with RDK Software and Engineering and Internet Developing, and Kevin Miller with, or not Kevin Miller, Kevin Miller with selfmoveusa.com. And Kevin Stafford with him at CPR.com. Albert E. Hurst, attorney at law. If you have a fall, make sure you give him a call. He does all personal injury, auto wrecks, snake bites, dog bites, head injuries, workman compensation. If you get hurt and it's not your fault, give Albert a call at 951-305-7605. Tell him the crazy guy with the lazy eye sent you. Reporting live right here with Eric. We are going live right now. Give us 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We will have the streamers up and running, and we will see you on Hemet News. They're on Facebook. Just go to Facebook and search in Hemet News. And we'll be on the communitytv.com broadcasting live momentarily. So we'll keep it up. And Eric, I appreciate you calling in and letting us know what's going on. And we'll be staying in communication with you.
All right, sounds good. No problem.
All right, thank you, sir. And community, this is EJ, your radio DJ, with HemetRadio.com, the communitytv.com, and Hemet News. I am that crazy guy with the lazy eye, and I am getting out of my chair, as you see, and I am off the air.
Off the air, baby.